morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's your girl ChucTayyy, and I am here with your RETV Sports break. You can catch me here every Thursday, talking junk, spitting facts. Let's get started. So usually, guys, we know my favorite thing in the world is basketball. And I can sit here and I can talk to you about that all day. But that's like the first thing we're going to get out of the way because there are more important things on our list today. So real quick, I hate Ben Simmons. Hate everything about Ben Simmons. I don't understand. Never quite understood all the hoopla and hullabaloo. But you drove down the lane, made it to the basket, basically open layup where you probably would have gotten fouled, but okay. You go up, you could have just gone up for the layup, and instead you pass. What? I don't understand. And he's like, oh, I need to do better. No, you think you need to do better, Ben? My God. And then Sixers fans all over the world. This is our year. It's been your year like ever since I was born, and I am 30. So you guys, I hate Ben Simmons. That's the short version of this story. And I'm glad that they lost. Even if they wouldn't have lost, they weren't going to the finals. Like, let's just be real about it. I've always kind of been struggling with the fact that they made it there anyway, but it's not on Ben Simmons' accord. So I was so upset. I don't even have the actual words to express the frustration. You really made it all the way to the basket. All the way. And you just pass. No. So at this point, you don't even get the assist because he gets fouled and he doesn't make the shot. So I don't understand. And I never will. But we are in conference finals now, guys. And I'm pretty sure I predicted because, again, like I said last week, I should write this stuff down when I say it, but I don't. So I don't really remember all of it. But let's just say that I'm right because this sounds right. Actually, it doesn't sound right because I did say Brooklyn was going to win. And then they lost, which was just heartbreaking to that whole thing. But, I will say the Schmedium 3, they're not medium, but they're just not quite big yet. I need all three of them to remain healthy enough that they can play more than like 3 games together in the entire time. That they are all on this team. But they lost. They had a good run. They really did. But I mean, the Greek Freak just continues to show us he's not to be played with. Just not. But it's okay. So anyway, conference finals. In the East, we have Atlanta and we have Milwaukee. I'm going to go with Milwaukee. Their game 1 for them is tonight, the night in which I'm talking to my iPad. But yesterday, by the time you guys get to watch this. So, go back and see what happens in the highlights or what have you. And just pretend I said who won game 1 there. I'm going to go with Milwaukee. Because again, Giannis and company, they have their time, they have their ebbs and flows and what have you. But he's just not to be played with. He's just really not. So we're gonna go with that. And then in the West, who this has been going on a little bit longer because the Suns, duh. But they are leading the Clippers 2-0. Game 3 is Thursday night. So tonight, in the day in which you guys are probably watching this, I'm gonna go with the Suns. I mean, Paul George, so when it comes out that Paul George was gonna have to quote unquote carry this team right through the rest of all of it, I was like, he can't do it. I don't think PG has it in him. He can't do this by himself. Then he turned around and had a spectacular game. Now, do I feel like he led that team that night? No. Was he a major supporting character? Yes. Because and his story is phenomenal, guys. If you haven't heard, short version, he had a 1% battery on his phone. NBA calls, says, hey, you need to get over here to this combine, like right now. And then his phone dies. And he's like, I almost didn't answer that call because it was a number I didn't know. So, when you have numbers that call you that you don't know, maybe take the chance. But I mean, now they have that thing on your phone that says scam likely, so you'll know if it's like actually a scam or not. But I'm just saying, take a chance, answer the phone, and then you could be like him. But anyway, I don't think Devin Booker, listen here, you guys. Let me say something. I've been saying this every week for the last like month. Devin Booker also not to be played with, okay? And I agree with Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to go out the hill that I will die on in the year of our Lord 2021. Devin Booker is this generation, this right here. So like you have your Jordan people, you have your Kobe people, you have your LeBron people, right? And LeBron is still kicking in, but he's like, I don't know how much longer we're going to get out of LeBron, but I digress. This generation of people coming up, these younger fans, Devin Booker is their person. That is their person. And that is the hill that I will die on. Stop playing with that man, okay? Stop playing with him. First of all, did y'all see his nose? Just stop playing with him. And the Suns are taking it. I'm calling it. Listen, Greek Freak, he might make it to the finals, but Devin Booker, and don't let Chris Paul come out of COVID protocol, okay? The Suns are taking it. I said it here. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down right now because y'all know I'm going to forget. Let's just write it down. We're going to do this together. Suns in 5. I wrote it down. Suns in 5. You see it right there. I said it. I said it. And I stand by it. Suns in 5. That's what I said. Stop playing with him. Okay, I talked about basketball for 6 minutes and that like wasn't the plan. So guys, the Olympics, the ones that were supposed to happen last year, right? That I totally forgot about. They are coming. Big year again. It gets pushed back. Everybody had a little bit more time to train, kind of get themselves together, go through COVID, all of the things, right? And of course we know what the Olympics are. It's different countries. It's men, it's women, it's team, it's individual, it's all of the things, right? This year is about the girls, okay? It's all about the girls. Other than NBA basketball, which, whatever. They're playing. There's 12 of them. Cool. Whatever. It's about the girls. So let's start with, I've been saying for months, ChucTayyy Richardson is a cheat code. She is a cheat code. Like she's GTA, PlayStation controller, up, down, left, right, circle, circle, square, triangle. Cheat code, okay? First of all, 21 years old, fastest woman in the world. Not the city, the world, Craig. The world. Baby girl hair, always laid, okay? Always. Nails, always done. Listen, let me tell you, that girl is a cheat code. I would not run against her. I wouldn't. You could not me to run against. She be out here embarrassing them. Embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. I just love her so much. And she comes out, fastest woman in the world, 10.64 in the 100. Still has to run the 200. That girl is a cheat code and I love her dearly. Then she ran to her grandma. Her mama died. Guys, listen. She's coming for it all. Coming for it all. And I'm here for it. And then, of course, you have Allison Felix for track. We have a Livingstone graduate, which is the only good thing you're ever going to hear me say about Livingstone College. But Kanira Hayes, at the 400. So track, it's looking good. The trials are set to end this Sunday, the 27th. So there's still a couple things. Like I said, ChucTayyy Richardson still has to go through the 200 meter. So track is looking stacked. And then you have soccer. And the return of Carly Lloyd, Megan Rapinoe, Tobin Heath. It's just like Alex Morgan. Oh my gosh. Women's soccer right here in the fields. Love them. First of all, Carly Lloyd is the oldest woman soccer Olympian. She's 39. 39. And they're going to win the gold. They're going to win it. They're going to win it. I will watch all of the soccer games. I don't care what time it comes on. I'm watching it. Because first of all, I love Megan Rapinoe. Anyway, love her and all her purple hair. I love it. Love it. Okay? So women's soccer, and then you have women's basketball. Let's talk about how stacked this basketball team is. Okay, let me just pull this up for you real quick, because the women's USA Olympic team stacked. Okay, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Diana Taurasi, boom. You could have just stopped right there. There's nothing Diana Taurasi can do that is incorrect. Nothing. I love her. Always have. Love her. Okay. Diana Taurasi, Asia Wilson, Jewel Lloyd, Brianna Stewart, Ariel Atkins, Sue Bird, her and her wife, both taking home gold medals. You heard it here first. Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Skylar Diggins-Smith, Sylvia Foles, Tina Charles, and Nafisha Collier. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell something to you. Stacked. Stacked. Also bringing home the gold. I said it. It was me. Megan and Sue, they're about to have matching gold medals. Matching. And they're just about to be in all the Dove commercials. Okay? And I'm here for it. And last but not least, we have gymnastics and the GOAT herself, Simone Biles. I mean, so honestly, I guess I shouldn't jinx it, if you will, because the gymnastic trials don't start until Thursday. But like, can you imagine a USA gymnastic team without Simone Biles? Me neither. So she's going. But it's what it seems to me is that we don't really care about these men this year. You guys, no offense. But the Olympics, Tokyo, it's going to be all about the women's. Okay, all about the girls. Okay, who run the world? Girls. Remember that. Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. So there's a little bit of controversy is not the correct word, but lots of things going on with the Olympics on the men's side, though, because of basketball. Because we talked about this a while ago. I kind of think it was last season. Game 7 of the NBA Finals is set to tip off on July the 22nd, assuming we get that far. Because again, I say Suns in 5, but set to tip off July the 22nd. The Olympics start on July the 23rd. The Olympics are in Tokyo. So, you know, there's a lot going on. Also, on the men's roster, like I said, there's only 12 of them, and there's going to be some names missing, so just bear with me. We have KD, we have James Harden, Dame Lillard, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton, Bam, Draymond, Drew Holiday, Kevin Love, and Brooke the Lopez. Whose name did you not hear? LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul. Now, there's some other names, but you know, the problem with this is there's a few people who might make it to the finals, like Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Brooke Lopez. So if they make it to the finals, it's gonna be interesting because they're already gonna miss like all those pre-workout, all of the things that are getting ready to happen in the next like 2 or so weeks. They're gonna miss all of that because they will be playing. If the finals do go to Game 7, it's like the turnaround time is gonna be abysmal, and it's gonna be very interesting to see because that's 4 players, right, that could potentially be on the red eye over to Tokyo. Totally different time zone, all of the things. And I can only imagine that should this team not perform in the way in which everyone feels like they should perform, right? Because you don't go into it thinking your team's going to come home with the bronze, right? You're thinking your team's going to come home with the gold. And if they don't come home with gold, they're going to say, oh, well, you know, the NBA Finals, it was so late and 4 of our players or some of our players, and you know, we just weren't ready, and we didn't have LeBron, and we didn't have. So just prepare yourselves for that now, because it's going to be the blame game all over that. I could see it now. But, you know, developing story. We're going to see who actually makes it to the finals, who from the roster will, you know, we're going to see all of the things. Developing story. But no matter what, the Olympics are about the girls. And when we get here next week, we're going to talk about all the amazing women that are going to Tokyo for these summer games. Otherwise, that is it for me. I'm your girl, ChucTayyy. You can catch me here every Thursday, talking junk, spitting facts. Facts? See you later.